Hi everyone, welcome to week 16. This week we dissect the triathlon results and I will run through all of my times and how everything felt and all of that good stuff. And also I'm launching my Patreon this week. I don't know if anyone's aware, but I am actually raising money for mental health with Beyond Blue, and so we're going to put Patreon in place so you can get to watch the videos early, ad-free, all of that stuff, join our Discord server, share on all of that sort of information, and also be able to put all that money towards raising money for Beyond Blue. So hopefully you'll join and enjoy the rest of this video. Welcome to my journey. We're going to take this and train it to compete in this. Yes, you heard right. This fat, unfit, middle-aged man is going to compete in the Cairns Ironman Triathlon 2024. That's a 3.8k swim, 180k bike ride, and a 42k run. Well, hopefully run. Starting 60 weeks out, you can follow me and see if I've got what it takes to make it all the way. Every week we'll have a new episode and you can see the highs and lows, all the tears, all the blood, all the sweat, and there'll be lots of sweat. I hope you join me and enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. We'll see you soon. Oh, and make sure if you see me out on the trail, say hi, give me some encouragement, or something like that. Tuesday morning now. Obviously, I say obviously, I had yesterday off, the day after the triathlon, because, well, there was just no way I was doing anything yesterday. Body's feeling pretty good now, I think. So, go out and have a nice easy ride. Just do a 30k ride and get the ball rolling again on this big journey. I'd love to say I'm really pumped for this ride, but I am not. But I'm doing it, and that's all that matters. Just gotta do it. Just a little 20k run, just a little 20k ride this morning, just to ease the body back into the exercise routine. So most of this week will be pretty gentle, and then we'll reassess our training plan and put some new goals in place now that we've achieved the first stage of getting to the Ironman. So pretty happy with how the body feels. Legs are pretty good, everything feels alright. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Well, off for a run to test out this new windshield thingy. Be interesting to see how this works because there's a new windsock on here. See if it's quite a windy day, so just having a little Tuesday afternoon run. We'll see how the body goes after the triathlon on Sunday. Good luck me. Past halfway, still going strong at a 6 minutes 30 rate, so pretty happy with that. 33 minutes flat, 5Ks, 2 days after triathlon. That's not bad, I reckon. Pretty happy with that. Well, between the ride this morning, 20Ks, and the run of 5Ks this afternoon, I think my body's held up bloody well from that triathlon. So really, I still think that my biggest problem is fueling my body properly. I think that's why I really died in the arse in the run. I felt quite ill in the second half of the ride because I had some of the energy paste and it didn't really work. Sort of. So got to keep working on that. Got to find the right kind of foods. Might try some different stuff when I go for a big ride next and see if it works better. Oh, another nice refreshing swim on a Wednesday morning. Just 1.5 Ks this morning at a nice leisurely 42 minutes. Just to get back into the swing of things, but all pretty good. Pretty good. And it's another beautiful morning. What can you say? It's a hard life sometimes. Body's still feeling really good after doing the triathlon, so pretty happy with the recovery. Kind of important component. Well, so I've begun a new little section to my training this week, 30-day flat abs challenge. Be very surprised if I could make my stomach flat in 30 days, but I do need to work on my core strength. So this is my method for doing that. I think one of the things, well, across all three disciplines really, is that getting your core strength up. I know it will happen a little bit naturally, but I really want to crank that up faster. Not that I like sit-ups, they're like my least favorite thing, so I've got to change my mental state as well, because I really want to change it from hating it to loving it. So let's see if I can get to be the 50-year-old with abs, hey? Wouldn't that be something? First time in my life when I'm 50. Anyway, that's the new challenge. I'll run you through it, let you see the video so you can keep me honest. So let's break down the triathlon. Obviously, hopefully you've seen the video. I'll put a link up above if you want to see the highlights. It's only a short 10-minute video. It runs through the whole thing. But how did it go? So the swim, which was probably the bit that I was most nervous about, to be honest, because it's not often you go swimming out in the ocean for 1.5 kilometers. So that was I was pretty scared about that, to be honest. And it went really well. Bloody cars. Fancy them being on the road. 36 minutes for the swim for 1.5 kilometers, which is actually a record for me. So very happy with that. And I think, you know, other than it being something that's hard to train for, you know, with the swell, and it was a pretty good day, but it was still a bit choppy and just a really unusual feeling rolling with the swell and that kind of stuff. But overall, I was really happy with the swim, and I think even if I was just doing that speed in the Ironman, I would still be happy. But I do want to get the speed up a little bit. I I think it would, anything that gives me more time in the run would be pretty good. So swim went well, a bit of water in the mouth, you know, the usual stuff, but I think all in all I was very happy with it. The ride, so the transitions were, you know, a bit of a mess, as I guess everyone's are the first time they do it. Learned some things that I need to know, like having a little bottle of water there to squirt my feet off because of the sand, and you know, stuff that you just don't even think of really. But anyway, the ride, so the transition, first transition, had a banana, you know, and drank some more hydrolytes before I got on the bike. Then off we went on the bike. The bike, I went too hard on the bike. I think that's pretty obvious from my time of an hour and 20 minutes or something for the, or 26 minutes or so, I can't remember what it was. I'll put it up on the screen, but the it was, you know, the first 30 Ks was almost a record. I was like a minute and a half off my fastest time, so I really went a bit too hard on the bike. Should have eased off 5 or 10 minutes on that, and then I probably would have had a lot left for the run. So, and on the bike I tried to have I had at least one gel, which didn't sit really well with me, and I had a bottle of Hydrolyte and probably half another bottle before I got back for the run. Everything else in the bike went really well, although I need a bike computer, I think, because the one thing that I couldn't do, I couldn't take my phone in the race, which is what I use to track everything normally when I ride. So I might have to invest in a bike computer that just stays on there all the time. Might be easier. Not that I do a lot of triathlons, but so second transition was good. I probably should have had another banana there or something easy to eat. The swim and the ride actually went really well, and I think, you know, I was pretty happy with that all around. Where the body really fell apart was the run. You know, I've only just started being able to run 10K, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to run the whole thing after a swim and a ride. So, you know, I was happy that I got through it all in the end, but it was a pretty slow time. I'll put that up on the screen now, but it's, yeah, it was what it was. I finished, and that was all that mattered. I think my time was 3 hours and 34 minutes or something like that, which, you know, I was 107 out of 115 or something, so I knew I wasn't going to win it. I wasn't being crazy, but it was good proof of concept, proof that, you know, given another 40 weeks of training, I should be able to handle an Ironman. So that's all it was meant to do, and it did a good job of that, I think. So I think the plan now is early next year, early 2024, I'm going to do another triathlon, just an Olympic distance one again, and see how far I've come. You know, still leave myself 4 months or so before I hit the Ironman, just to give myself a boost. Now, next week we will start a new program, or I'm going to put together a new program for the next 3 months of this build up. Time to crank up some of those numbers now that the triathlon's out of the way. Really want to start pushing, especially the bike, to the next level in terms of distance, and the swimming. Really want to crank those two up and get my 5 and 10K run times down. Obviously you don't run 42 Ks before the Ironman, but I want to be able to do the other two well and truly before then. So we'll put in a new program to do that, along with the new flat stomach in 30 days. We'll see how that works. yeah, so everything's coming together. A very quick update on the data this week. There really no change, no extra weight loss, no change in times, because we've just come out of the triathlon, so we're taking it a little bit easier. So didn't want to leave this out, but there's really nothing extra to report, and next week we'll start looking at different targets in here, so that'll be a little bit more interesting. Well, that's another successful week wrapped up, and I feel like everything's gone really well since the triathlon, and the body's held up really well. I've slipped back into my training pretty well, ended with a 50k ride today, and I feel really good after that. So next week we're going to dig right into the next stage of my training and go through a new program that I'm looking at, and yeah, we'll see how we go with that. But time to start ramping up the numbers now. It's time to see how far we can go, because I have got a lot further to go in terms of the big Ironman event. So hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell so you get notified when a new episode comes out. Thanks for your support. Look into the Patreon, and we'll see you next week.